As Air Force One soars smoothly at 35,000 feet, its cockpit is a haven of calm and precision. The gentle hum of engines, blinking lights, and soft chatter of instruments create a rhythm only seasoned pilots understand. Major Daniel Carter, a TOE, highly experienced U.S. Air Force officer, grips the yoke with practiced ease, eyes locked on the flight panel. Beside him, Captain Emily Hayes remains focused on the radar, her concentration unshaken. They're flying the most powerful man on the planet, President Donald Trump, to his next destination. But the stillness is about to break. The cockpit door opens with a quiet click, and Trump steps inside with an unexpected order: change course mid-flight. What follows is a tense standoff as Major Carter boldly refuses, setting the stage for a dramatic clash at 35,000 feet. President Donald Trump steps into the cockpit, his presence immediately commanding the tight space. Just outside, Secret Service agents stand alert, their shadows stretching into the doorway. Dressed in a crisp navy suit and signature red tie, Trump adjusts his cufflinks with slow precision, his face a blend of authority and interest. Major, Daniel Carter turns slightly in his seat and gives a respectful nod. "Mr. President," he says calmly, "good to see you, sir." Trump raises a hand in a casual yet commanding gesture, a faint smile playing on his lips. "Major, I've been thinking," he begins, his voice confident and unmistakable. "We're flying over Ohio right now, aren't we?" Carter glances at the flight display and nods. "Yes, sir. We're currently passing over Ohio, on course for our scheduled stop." Trump steps in closer, his voice firmer now, hand still raised. "I want you to adjust the flight path. Let's do a flyover of Columbus. My supporters down there would love to see Air Force One overhead. It'll be a great moment, a powerful symbolic gesture. They'll talk about it for years," Trump says, his voice filled with certainty. The air in the cockpit grows tense. Captain Hayes glances at Major Carter, her brow slightly raised, but she remains silent, letting him lead. Carter's hands tighten on the yoke, his mind racing. A flyover sounds simple, but nothing is simple with Air Force One. Deviating from the flight plan without clearance defies strict security protocols, coordination with air traffic control, and a chain of approval from multiple agencies. Turning to Trump, Carter keeps his tone respectful but firm. "Mr. President," he begins, "I understand the gesture, sir, but I'm afraid that's not possible. We have safety and protocol standards. A deviation like this requires advance authorization, and we can't compromise those procedures." Trump's smile fades, his hand lowering. He leans in, voice dropping to a sharper edge. "Major, I'm the President of the United States. I'm telling you to make it happen. It's just a flyover. My people deserve to see this plane. They elected me." Carter meets his gaze steadily, jaw clenched. He's flown this aircraft for years, trained for every crisis. But this moment is different. This isn't just a test of skill. It's a test of principle. Disobeying a direct order from the commander-in-chief has consequences, but so does breaking protocol at 35,000 feet. Ignoring the rising tension, Carter draws a slow, steady breath, carefully choosing his words. "Sir," he says, his tone firm yet respectful, "I have the highest respect for you and your office, but my primary responsibility is your safety, and the safety of everyone aboard this aircraft. A last-minute change like this isn't just a detour, it's a serious risk. We'd need FAA clearance, coordination with local air traffic, and a complete security review. I can't authorize that without proper protocol." Trump's eyes narrow, his hand falling to his side as he steps in closer, his voice sharpening. "You're telling me no?" he snaps. "I've flown on enough planes to know what's possible. I'm not asking for a landing, just a simple flyover. Make it happen." The cockpit grows heavier with tension. Captain Hayes shifts slightly, in her seat, her fingers hovering near the controls, alert and ready. The air is thick with unspoken pressure, the balance between duty and authority hanging by a thread. The steady hum of the engine suddenly feels louder, filling the thick silence between the two men. Major Carter doesn't blink. He stands his ground, knowing he's right, and knowing the president needs to hear it. "Mr. President," he says, his voice steady and clear, I've flown this aircraft through storms, threats, and every imaginable challenge. I've never compromised on safety, and I won't start now. Not even for a flyover. Deviating without clearance puts everything at risk. I'm sorry, sir, but my answer is no. Trump stares at him, unreadable, the weight of the moment hanging, heavy. For a second, it feels like the tension might boil over. Outside the cockpit, Secret Service agents shift, picking up on the unease. But then, Trump's posture changes. He straightens, his lips tightening into a line, and slowly nods. "You're a tough one, Major," he says, his tone quieter, carrying a trace of respect. "I like that. You're doing your job, keeping us safe. I can respect that." Carter exhales quietly, the tension in his shoulders easing just slightly. "Thank you, sir," he says, his voice calm and composed. "I appreciate your understanding." Trump adjusts his tie, casting a final glance at the control panel. "Keep us on course, then," he replies, his tone lighter now. "But next time, maybe we plan that flyover in advance." With a nod of quiet respect, he turns and exits the cockpit, the Secret Service agents following close behind as the doctor clicks shut. Carter and Captain Hayes exchange a brief glance, the tension finally broken. Carter refocuses on the instruments, a quiet pride settling in his chest. He had stood firm, upheld his duty, and earned the president's respect. If this moment had your heart racing, make sure to subscribe for more intense, high-stakes stories like this one. And tell us in the comments, what would you have done in the pilot's seat? Let's keep the conversation going.